Who's excited for some more Fallout? I know I am. Alright folks, welcome back to another video. On Massdown Media, we're gonna be watching Fallout Season 2, Episode 2, titled The Golden Rule. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get around to more videos until after the holidays now, so thank you guys for any of you who've been waiting on more. Thank you for your patience. I hope you all had a good Christmas, or whatever holiday you celebrate. And I have heard some bad things about this episode that have been concerning me, from friends and otherwise. Lore-bending things, lore-breaking things, so we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to dive into it, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Is this young Maximus? I'm guessing this is Shady Sands. You got NCR in the background. That veteran ranger looked a bit weird. But otherwise, the NCR do look like NCR in this episode compared to Season 1.
No trace of rats. Incredible.
This is Maximus's family.
Oh, babe, there's even more clean water down there than we thought. I mean, no one will ever have to worry about rationing again. We can grow more crops. We can have another kid.
As soon as you figure out how to push your baby out of your own ass.
Damn. So, things are looking good for them then. We got a crop farm here. What's going on?
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Hey, you already said the line, man. Is that an Easter egg? What's going on here? Oh, he's walking to Shady Sands. See, I'm a bit confused because, at least in the original game, Shady Sands is, like, not built out of an original city.
I don't know about that. Come on, let's go see what the caravan brought to town. Stay close, buddy. Excuse me. Hey. Excuse me.
Is this how Shady Sand ends? And that's how Hank got him to do it? I'm kind of surprised there was no, like, NCR. For this to be the NCR's capital, I'm kind of surprised nobody was, like, watching the entrance or, like, checking the cargo for something exactly like this. It seems a bit short-sighted of the NCR. I mean, I thought when they were talking about Shady Sands being nuked, I knew it was going to be a nuclear payload, but I figured it was like an actual missile kind of thing that was being dropped rather than brought in through a caravan. But it's nice that we're seeing like the backstory of how it got destroyed. Dude. Did he... Was it even armed before he started tinkering with it? That's counting down to 3 minutes. There was no timer before when he was tinkering with it.
Yeah. There. Okay.
Son, get in this fridge. We are cooked. I did not realize they were this close to the payload.
But until then...
I'm surprised Maximus didn't turn into a ghoul from that close. Because if that fridge was as radiation resistant as we're led to believe, I mean, a lot of people would have just hidden those, right? No?
Let's just get it started.
Hey, we did good. We raced him. Hey.
We were just getting started? Shady Sands has been around for about 200 years. Young Hank.
Yeah.
Come read to me. Okie dokie.
Is that where Lucy got the okie dokie? She got it from Hank?
What book shall we read, Lucy?
That Nation Successful.
The Wind in the Willows.
When's Mom coming back?
See, I'm confused. If it worked enough to get the person to Shady Sands to deliver that payload, why is it not working now where it's exploding heads? That microchip thing, I mean. If someone's got theories in the comments, let me know. That ghoul reminds me of, if anyone's seen the Resident Evil movies, the Resident Evil 3, the storage container, if you know the scene I'm talking about. Yeah, Maximus is not looking good. He's looking very nonchalant, dead inside, dead in the eyes. Something's bothering him. But at least we're seeing Maximus again. I figured we'd see him this episode. We got a gymnast feral ghoul. What's that?
That's what we came for?
Doesn't matter. Pack it up and report to the vertibird.
I gotta say, the costume design is really good in this show. Where are they headed? That's what I'm curious about. Because I don't think they can head to Hidden Valley, right? Because the outcome for Hidden Valley varies depending on what you do in New Vegas. The CGI looks great. I can say a lot of things, and one of them is definitely they did the CGI perfectly. Costume design as well. I thought that was the Legion for a second, with the red masks on their heads. What's going on here? We got an American flag at a playground with a secret fusion core thing in it.
You encounter much resistance.
Abominations. Nothing we couldn't handle.
Good.
What is it?
Is that Dane with him?
Brotherhood has become scattered, broken into dozens of rival chapters, but now we have the strength to unify them under one banner here, with the mightiest arsenal in history at our disposal.
They keep talking about the Brotherhood needing to be, like, brought back to its full strength, and I'm kind of confused. By all accounts, it seems like, I mean, the fact they even have a blimp like this is far more superior than anything they had in the earlier Fallout games, at least in the West Coast chapters. What do we got here? Some kind of wind turbines? Oh, are they? Isn't this this is what they kind of did in Hidden Valley in New Vegas for the Brotherhood? They created an artificial sandstorm, so it was harder to find the bunkers. Is that what they're doing here? They're blowing away Area 51. I see. We better see some Zetans.
Together, we will fulfill our promise.
Or at least some kind of
to make better this
Easter
fallen
egg.
world. My son.
Oh shit. Dude, this is one of my favorite songs in New Vegas, actually. It's just a casual, I mean, Lazy Day Blues, man. Just a good track.
Water.
Were you always this rude? I'm guessing not. Look, your family may very well still be out there. I've seen enough by now to know that nearly anything's possible, but one thing I wouldn't count on is them appreciating the kind of person you've become. I mean, you want them to like you, right?
I think that's what he's worried about. I mean, you've had 200 years to consider all these, so...
A little bit of kindness can go a long way. Charles Dickens actually wrote a whole book about it, if you're interested.
Nope.
And, by the third ghost...
In the famous words of Mad Max, that's bait.
I think it's coming from inside.
Empathy's like mud. You lose your boots in that stuff.
What? I'm not just gonna let someone die while I listen to him scream.
Folks been screaming for 200 fucking years.
Did it ever occur to you that if you helped them, they would stop?
You want to know what I was like before the war? I was just like you. Stupid.
I don't think Lucy's stupid. Naive for sure. Gullible. But I don't think she's stupid. That's a poor choice of words. She seems of, you know, reasonable intelligence. I wouldn't put her at fantastic levels of intelligence. But, you know.
Waste of time.
Doing the right thing is never a waste of time.
I love how it said affordable healthcare hospitals. This is a pretty big hospital for that magnitude. Nuka-Cola machine. I gotta say, the prop design is great too, man. Like, these set designs are just so good. Like, most people probably don't notice half the shit that's just sitting around.
What happened here?
Tunics.
Ooh.
You off of Far West, ain't you?
My favorite faction in the game.
I got one stimpack left, okay?
Well, that would be a profound
But these are slaves.
sources.
These are not members. Or they're civilians. But I'm pretty sure they're slaves. They got the red X's on their tunics.
Another one. Let me help you up there, cowboy.
I thought that was Markiplier for a second. I thought we were gonna get a random Markiplier cameo.
Not her too.
What's wrong with him? What the hell? Ooh. Infected wound. That looks like a puncture wound. Punctures mean rad scorpions.
What is that?
And we're hearing scuttling sounds. This is for sure. It's gotta be rad scorpions, right? Why are they waiting? I would be grabbing that chick and just getting the fuck out of here. Lucy, what was that? Come on. There we go. Uh-oh. But those seem like bark rat scorpions because they were pale in color. They weren't green. Now that's a big rat scorpion. Good God, dude. And it pierces through metal like nothing. That'd be terrifying. Using a frying pan or a cast iron skillet. I'm fucking dead. This guy grabs, he grabs the slave as a meat shield. Oh my God. Ooh. It's an effective way to handle it. That is so funny. He grabbed that slave like it was nothing.
Give me your stim pack.
Help me.
I only have one.
Please.
Give it to me.
Please.
Give it to me.
Well, a stim pack isn't going to help you from rat scorpion venom anyway. You need anti-venom.
Oh. Fuck you.
She'll die without it. You won't.
I wouldn't be so sure. He got stung in the thigh there, I'm pretty sure. The calf, it looked like.
Cruel. I am nothing like you. Which is why, when I get her home, I'll come back for you. Give you a little time to think about the consequences of your actions.
They've been traveling together for what I would presume at least a week, right? Maybe more. Since season 1, right? Oh. Getting back to Norm, seeing what he's up to. Damn, not a speck on these people. A little frostbite maybe, a little nippy, a little bit of frosting, but good condition otherwise.
Where's Bud Askins? Has anyone seen Bud Askins?
I'm sorry, why are we all here? I thought this was going to be more of a one-by-one situation.
There's been a change of plan.
Should I be able to see by now?
Relax, Claudia. There's been a change of plans, obviously. Jeez.
Yeah, Claudia. Oh, there it is. I called that last episode, guys, that someone was going to fall from the fucking tilted ones.
Askins is dead.
What?
Oh, no. So if we can just try and remain calm, we need to figure out a way to get out of here. Together.
Get out of here. Wait. You're saying we're trapped?
Is there someone else that we can speak to about this?
Please no. Oh.
Damn. He says Bud Askins is dead and they all start panicking.
Just try and stay focused.
Someone ate all the crackers from my welcoming kit?
Yeah, Norm got a little bit snacky down there. Back at Vault-Tec. What you up to, Hank? Dude still got his yo-yo, I see. Cryogenic biorepository. Oh. We saw in the last episode they had those tiny, like, chip things you could put on the back of necks. I'm guessing he's gonna test that. Yep, there it is. What is the goal? To create like a hive mind of soldiers? If that's the case, it gives very heavy Fallout 1 vibes with the Master getting the super mutants as an army. Oh, this is a much bigger device than the one we saw in the first episode House was using. He had like a handheld one. This is much more sophisticated. We got a little terminal. What's the plan there? You supposed to play on it? What is the idea there? What are you trying to get it to do? Yeah, at this point, hey, maybe you should wear one of those plastic face shields. What I don't get is we don't see him making any changes. He's just sticking on a new rat every time. No trespassing beyond this point. Photography is prohibited. I feel like that's a little bit close by compared to the real Area 51. You can't even get within like eye shot of it before you get told off. What do we got here? I don't know, everything's covered in tarps. That kind of looks like a Zayden ship, though. To the right there, with the tarp on it. It's a Zayden!
Real fucking icebox!
What the fuck? Why would they toss that out? Oh, it's a alien prod? Alien cattle prod? Is that Declaration of Independence? Wouldn't the Brotherhood study that Zayton corpse? Because it's not like anything they've ever seen before in the Wasteland. And these guys are a bunch of knuckleheads. Is that a functional car? I need to pause. I need to go on a slight rant here. I haven't done this yet. I know it's only my third video, but why is the Brotherhood destroying pre-war tech and not preserving it? Like what's going on here? That was a clearly a perfectly preserved vehicle. They could study it and learn how to replicate it, so they wouldn't not only be able to do air travel, but when they get on land, they would be able to replicate like land vehicles. So for non-Fallout fans, there hasn't been really any land vehicles aside from, I believe, in Fallout 2 with the Highwayman. And I believe there is I think there's a motorcycle you can also get. Maybe, I can't remember. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. It's been so long since I played Fallout 2. But I remember there is a car that you can get called the Highwayman. I'm very confused why the Brotherhood would destroy tech. Their whole purpose is to salvage and keep pre-war tech for themselves and handle it responsibly until they believe, and I say this in quotation marks, they believe civilization is allowed to handle technology again like they were once before. Basically safeguarding it from idiots to use it for bad things. But now we're just blowing up cars. We're not examining Daytons or whatever the hell they are, because I imagine that's a very unique looking creature, and God knows what else they're gonna find in here, but that just seemed weird. On the flip end, this is what's making me wonder why Quintus, I think that's his name, right? Quintus, and Maximus seems so pissed off with the Brotherhood and fed up with their shit. Because if this is what the Western chapter has devolved to, where they're just kind of idiots, I don't understand how they even got power armor and are able to be knights when they show this level of immaturity and depth. But that's besides the point. I'm sorry, I had to go on a little rant here. We'll continue. That's the cold fusion they acquired.
What do you think we'll do with it? Nothing good.
What's up with Dane? Dane seems to have an attitude shift, but maybe we'll learn more.
Because it's important. What is our duty?
To fix the fallen world?
Sometimes. In order to make a big problem something you can handle, you gotta make it small. So we start by bettering ourselves. And you can do that in all sorts of ways, you know. Self-discipline, generosity, valor. And not smelling really bad. Dismissed.
See, Maximus shows, like, some good values that would be healthy for the current Brotherhood that I don't think is currently being shown here. It's very strange, the dichotomy that we're seeing between Maximus and the rest of the members.
Better to polish dirty steel and have it stay clean.
Used to quote the Codex to each other as a joke.
I've seen what it's like out there. The Brotherhood is as good as it gets. I'm just trying to make it better.
It couldn't have been all bad out there. You met that girl.
Weren't you saying last season, Dane, that there is nothing else?
Listen, I've read the comms. Quintus called for this meeting, but he didn't tell the Commonwealth. He's breaking chain of command. Max,
What do you mean chain of
the
command?
Commonwealth isn't going to let him seize power without a war. Is that what you want?
You said it yourself. There's nowhere safe out there. Not as long as there's people out there who... If the Brotherhood can keep history from repeating itself...
I'm super confused right now. Since when is the Commonwealth in charge, the Commonwealth chapter in charge of the Brotherhood? Damn, brother. We're not wiping today? I'm kind of confused. When did the Lions Pride or the East Coast chapter become like the head of the West Coast chapter? There's got to be some gaps to fill in here that we're gonna have to learn about, because last I checked, they were not on the same page at all.
To all who've traveled from afar for this most auspicious meeting, from the Grand Canyon, from Yosemite, from Coronado.
The Grand Canyon.
It's been decades since we gathered to renew our shared and noble purpose.
So the Legion must not be in Arizona anymore?
Our chapter, the axis of power, has shifted in the Brotherhood.
Where the hell is the Commonwealth, Quintus? We should be here.
And if they were here, what would happen? They would take the relic and give us nothing in return. Does that seem fair to you?
No. That's taxation without representation. It's un-American.
But what you're suggesting would lead to civil war.
With the Commonwealth. They kick those fucking asses.
Not if we stand together. With the power of the cold fusion diode, we can power airships, armor. We can't defeat the Commonwealth.
I feel you, Maximus. I feel you 100%.
Your banner.
I gotta pause again. I'm sorry, guys. If this was the real Brotherhood, those two knuckleheads killed on the spot, armor stripped, execute down in the desert. There's no feasible way, no feasible fucking way during a meeting of elders that these two idiots, and you have to be, I'm pretty sure, at minimum a knight to get armor, right? If I'm not mistaken. There's no way in a million years the Brotherhood has stooped this low that we're just tolerating nonsense like this from knights. There's no way. This is like cartoonishly ridiculous. But I understand I understand now where people have been telling me that this episode was a bit controversial. I'm definitely seeing why. I'm still enjoying the show, don't get me wrong, but it's things like this for anyone who doesn't have the Fallout lore context. I'm thinking of something to compare it to. In short form, the Brotherhood of Steel was formed by former military, United States military, who basically defected. I believe it was in Montana. They were called, the first chapter was called the Lost Hills chapter, ran by, I believe his name was Roger Maxon. If you played Fallout 4, Maxon in that game, his great grandfather was the founder of the Brotherhood of Steel, and he essentially believed, honor and valor, and he, as mentioned, there's a codex that he sort of created, and rules that people tend to follow. And right now, I'm very confused with why the Brotherhood has no discipline anymore, at least to some modicum. I understood in the first season we saw they were definitely a little more developed, they were a little more mature, but I'm not understanding why this is even tolerable. This is a level of insubordination and just silliness that would not be tolerated in a regular chapter. I also noticed they mentioned a Grand Canyon chapter. As far as I'm aware, there's never been a chapter in the Grand Canyon. Maybe I'm mistaken, or this is just new lore that they're adding for the show, because the Legion operate out of Arizona. I mean, they basically have a chokehold on the entire state of Arizona. They conquered 87 tribes in Arizona and Colorado and I believe Utah and in that region. So I'm a bit confused on how the Brotherhood has been found. Maybe they're kind of like the one in New Vegas, where they kind of just remain hidden and nobody even knows they're there. Regardless, we'll continue. I'm sorry, second rant over. Still enjoying the show, but just some small things that I needed to point out that seemed a little bit off. We'll put it that way.
This religious shit.
Yeah, and where we come from, women don't get to talk, cunt.
Keep talking and I'll carve you one.
Look, the Commonwealth pretty much lets the canyon rule itself. So, Squire, and he was well within his rights. Unbelievable.
What the fuck?
Resources coming here, and I'm not doing anything with that yahoo.
Also, he's got a plate in his head. That's kind of cool.
How many of those can you make?
More than all of human history could ever consume.
The Codex does say that violence against a fellow brother is forbidden.
Yes. Yes, it does say that.
But I suppose the Codex is open to interpretation.
The Codex is not open to interpretation.
Fuck the Commonwealth.
Then it's decided. Let's drink to it.
The Commonwealth DC chapter was already excommunicated. If I'm not mistaken, Elder Lyons chose to cut off communication with them once they reached Chicago. This was just before Fallout 3.
You speak Latin? Good for you. I'm a school teacher myself, so education is very important to me.
You're kindly profligate.
Thank you. I'm headed to Las Vegas.
You shouldn't.
Oh, I have to. I'm looking for someone.
You should go home. I don't want to see you get raped by the wrong people.
I will bear that in mind.
Raped by the wrong people. We got the Legion, baby. There they are.
Hello?
Why were they whistling, though? That was some Negan from The Walking Dead shit.
If I can lead you all to finding our way out of here, we'll have proven ourselves worthy to carry on Vault-Tech's corporate strategy together. Those of you who work quickly and as a team will receive these merit dots.
Merit dots? Oh. Wait, I took notes at a meeting with the company that installed ventilation. Dibs on ventilation.
Oh, the fire suppression system. Maybe we can get some water from there.
Norm's got that crazy speech. He's got the high charisma and high intelligence because he was hacking terminals last season. We haven't seen Norm fight too much. All right, Hank, what are you up to? Premium Elite Plus. Premium Elite Plus what? Oh. So we got more people that are cryogenically frozen, it seems like.
Vision's still a little fuzzy? Well, you know what they say. Have a glass of champagne.
Who are you?
My name is Henry McLean.
Henry.
I prefer Hank.
Hank. Is it Reclamation Day?
Who is this guy? I don't know if this is just a new character or if he's supposed to be someone.
I noticed on your file that you had a family, but you only bought a ticket for one.
It was expensive.
You can't put a price on family, Steve. We were very clear about that in the advertisements.
Yeah, you know, can't really blame him. If he had family now that he could have saved, I don't think this guy would have fared very well in the wasteland anyway. There it is.
Try again.
Hello?
Legion look good. What's with the face paint, though?
I realize we all have our cultural differences, but just so you know, I am nice.
Time to meet Caesar. Or a Caesar.
I found a ladder!
Lead the way, boss.
Where's that lead? To another... Imagine there's another vault that's just in there. That'd be hilarious. Doesn't seem too bad. You'd think they'd make it a bit more accessible. They'll just make it to the surface that easily? You know, we haven't really seen this many, like, vault dwellers leave a vault since Fallout 76, but that only takes place 25 years after the bombs fall. To see something like this is kind of cool in concept, to see how a bunch of vault dwellers would do. I guess you have Vault City as well from the earlier Fallouts, but nothing in recent time, you know? Seems like most vault dwellers prefer to just stay in their vaults. Is that it? Oh. Why are they damaging their armor?
You the one who killed that NCR bitch? Mold over?
Moldaver. I did. Yeah, I did that.
Bet I could mash you.
Probably.
Hmm. I mean, the NCR and Brotherhood have been feuding for quite some time at this point.
All right, let me get my armor.
No armor. Bareback.
No armor. See? Probably better anyway in the long term. You don't want to damage the armor. You've only got so much of it, right? And the cheap shot? Maximus, you better whoop this man's ass, alright? This guy's like twice your size and he needs to put in a cheap shot to win. That is crazy work. You gotta get that Johnny Cash from season 1 kicking in for my boy here. Pulls out a toilet seat and starts bashing heads in with it. A knife? Maximus, just grab a gun, pull an Indiana Jones on this guy. Oh, he's done. That was deep and that was wide. And he killed him? I mean, you have to at that point. When someone pulls a knife on you like that. What's Dane's problem? I'm not understanding this. What's going on with Dane? If someone has insight, leave in the comments. I don't know if we're just missing like context here that we're gonna learn like in more dialogue between them, but what's up with what happened between season 1 and this season that they're suddenly constantly brooding, it seems like. Who's this? Interesting to see the different chapters of the Brotherhood. I noticed that one in the background was the Legion colors too. I'm kind of wondering if...
Sorry to interrupt.
We'll get to that after this.
Paladin Harkness, liaison from the Commonwealth.
Paladin Harkness.
I understand we're discussing a civil war. I must not have gotten my invitation.
And yet here you are.
This man flew all the way from the Commonwealth in a vertibird. He must be an impeccable vertibird pilot.
Come on, everybody! Clap your hands!
Let's do the twist. Classic song. I love this. Revenge of Brutus starring Cooper Howard. See, I was talking about this last episode too. Revenge of Brutus. I feel like it was gonna tie into the Legion somehow. I don't know how. Or is this supposed to be the football field? So I'm guessing this is University of Arizona or Arizona State University. I don't know what it's called. This is where the Legion got their armor. They use football pads from, I believe it's either University of Arizona or Arizona State University. If someone can tell me which one it's called. And I'm guessing this is their football field. They got crucified people, yeah. So we didn't get to actually fully see them this episode. Okay. I mean, there's a lot to say about this episode. This unpacked a lot, and I can see why this episode is very controversial to a lot of Fallout fans. First of all, I just want to say, overall, the episode wasn't bad. I can't complain. We're developing, it seems like, pretty slowly. I imagine it's going to pick up in the next episode and probably develop more. I think we were just kind of catching people up to speed. From what it looks like, there's only going to be 8 episodes this season rather than 10, so that kind of surprised me. I'm very concerned about the portrayal of the Brotherhood this season. There was a few moments where I noticed the Brotherhood being afraid of the Commonwealth chapter. Obviously, there is some development that happened there that we haven't been filled in on, and I'm very curious in that regard if we can fix that. Because, as far as I was aware, what happened was, for non-Fallout fans, the Brotherhood is split up into chapters, kind of like a motorcycle gang, if anyone's watched Sons of Anarchy. So you have different platoons, squadrons, whatever you want to call them, but they call them chapters. And so you had the West Coast and the East Coast. The Brotherhood come from the West Coast originally. And they sent a team to recon Chicago and further east. And this chapter, if I'm not mistaken on my lore, was Lyons' chapter from Fallout 3. So there is a chapter called Lions Pride, or at least a group called Lions Pride. And it is led by Elder Lyons, who has his own chapter, and when they arrive in Chicago, something happens. I don't remember the exact details of what transpired, but essentially there was a kind of a coup of sorts, but it wasn't a violent one. It was more like, hey guys, we're just going silent. We're just ghosting the West Coast chapter, and we're gonna make our own thing out of the Brotherhood. From there, they moved all of their people to Washington, D.C., and that's where we meet them in Fallout 3. And during this time, they have a child, Arthur Maxon, who is training in this Brotherhood chapter in the East Coast, who then plays an integral role in Fallout 4 as becoming the leader of that chapter. I'm a bit confused at what point the East Coast and the West Coast, I guess, mended fences or mended bridges, however the expression is said, to where now they're kind of just all chill. I don't know if that happened under Arthur Maxon, and maybe that's why this was able to occur, where they've kind of regained their purpose. But to see that they're clearly fighting again leads me to believe it was never on good terms to begin with, and maybe because of their blimp technology and whatever they salvaged from the Institute in Fallout 4, they were able to, I don't know what the word would be, I guess, swing their dicks to the Western chapter and be like, we got superior tech now over you guys, so you guys are gonna have to bow down to us. And maybe that's what happened, and it was more of a, they forced them back into the fold. But now it's, instead of the West Coast being the big top dogs, now the East Coast took them and kind of pulled them back in, but said, we're doing things my way now because we got the superior firepower. I don't know how it's going to be explained. I'm hoping they will explain it throughout the season. It looks like this new guy, Paladin Harkness, might have some insight on how this even happened. I'm very curious. I don't know if they're just kind of rewriting lore for the show as they go. I've noticed a lot of lore has been rewritten over the years with Fallout, so it's hard to keep track. I know some people get angry that lore gets broken or gets rewritten. For me, it's more so I learn something and then I have to relearn something every time the lore changes. And it can get very confusing and very frustrating because I'll have to, everyone has to play catch up. But I wouldn't say I get mad necessarily. I know there's a lot of New Vegas and old Fallout fans, and then there's this whole conflict between new Fallout fans and all that. And honestly, I'm just happy that Fallout has a community and it has the love and people just enjoying the game as they are. And I enjoy all of them. my favorite one is New Vegas, but that is just because of my personal preference in roleplay aspects and roleplay elements where I can make certain decisions that will affect certain outcomes and just the great expanse of New Vegas that game has to offer. But yeah, I digress. I think that's about it for me. I got a lot to think about. I'm sure a lot of you probably had a lot to think about if you're big fans of this game and saw this episode. Once again, nothing wrong with this episode per se that I absolutely hated, just more, I guess I need more questions answered before I can make a final verdict. But just based on the information I have, this is kind of what I'm able to say. I hope you guys enjoyed. For those of you who have been supporting me, I just want to say thank you so much. Your support is tremendously helpful to me. It gives me the motivation to continue. And I'm just grateful that I'm able to have a platform for people to actually be able to find my videos and watch them. Yeah, that's it. I think I better end it here. Take care, guys.